Nothing brings more joy into your life than the addition of a child. That celebration is amplified when the road to parenthood has been a long time coming. And that certainly describes the journey for Kelley and Chris Barone. Their story was featured on last night's One Born Every Minute on Lifetime. And they're here today, and we're going to ask, where are they now? So joining me, Kelley and Chris, along with their Dr. Dave Rudrick. Thank you all for being here. And baby Vaughn. Hi, buddy. How you doing? He's been smiling. And how old is he now, Kelley?
He's almost 7 months.
7 months old. So last night you got to sit at home and watched your birth on TV. What was that like, Chris?
Well, it was crazy.
Were you surprised at some of the anecdotes and things that they picked out to show?
Yeah, my brother-in-law is pretty funny on the show.
Kelley, did you even forget the cameras were there sometime?
You know, I did. I thought I was going to be very aware that they were in the room and that they were mounted on the walls, but
as
I really
the contractions got harder and harder,
yes.
You don't remember anything, do you?
That's right. As the contractions got more painful, I just tuned that out and forgot that they were even there.
I have to tell you both that your story is compelling, and there was not a dry eye among our daytime crew because your story of trying to have a baby. Kelley, fill the folks in on a little bit of what you've gone through before you were able to successfully have a baby.
Shortly after Chris and I got married, we found out we were pregnant pretty quickly. And unfortunately, that pregnancy ended in miscarriage when I was 8 or 9 weeks pregnant. And about 6 months later, it happened again. And at that point, we decided to have some testing to see maybe what was wrong. And shortly thereafter, we found out we were expecting again. Got through the first trimester, so we thought we were in the clear. And Dr. Rudrick unfortunately informed us at our 20-week ultrasound that there was a lot of complications. And a few weeks after that, we found out our little boy had passed away. So I had to deliver him at Riverside, and it was one of the most difficult things we've ever faced, probably the most difficult.
I can't imagine. So when you're there, and the both of you have been through this, you're awaiting the birth of another baby. I can't imagine the anxiousness, Chris, of, just holding your breath the whole time.
I think I had to be strong. I didn't get a chance to try not to be anxious, but I think I had to be strong for my wife because of what she was going through. So I tried not to worry about what could or couldn't happen. Just support her.
Dr. Rudrick, as you said to me, you never know what's going to happen in one of these rooms. You've already been through it several times with these folks. So what were you feeling knowing that this was another chance for them?
Well, the terrific thing with this kind of a circumstance is that very commonly we get good outcomes. There's always a part of a pregnancy, any pregnancy, that there's a little bit of chance in it, that a little bit of uncertainty that you don't know that things are going to work out well. And that's where delivering that baby and holding it up to the parent and the tears that go along with that, it's terrific from this side of the relationship as much as I think Kelley and her husband have had. So it's nicely, it usually works out. There obviously is tragedy that occurs, but nicely it works out.
Now, those were those high points of your career, I'm sure, Doctor.
Oh, absolutely. I still love doing it.
Okay, now we're going to take a little bit of a video from what the cameras caught in your room. So let's take a look at what happened during those hours when Kelley was in labor. Take a look.
A few doors down, Chris's snacking habits are driving Kelley nuts.
I love me some corn nuts.
I can't have you eating corn nuts. Please don't start with the corn nuts again. No, Chris, if you put those in your mouth.
I ain't picking them up. We don't even throw them on the ground.
There's a trash can right there.
I'm not going to throw away good corn nuts.
You're driving me crazy. Somebody needs to smack you. Just a little bit. If you chew those corn nuts again, not kidding, you're going to get a kick.
So it's a safe bet I'm going to be safe.
Do they like this all the time?
My husband, why do you men think you can eat in front of us and we're not allowed any food? It's just not fair anyway.
I guess I wasn't thinking.
Yeah, no, you weren't thinking. You will now.
Nervous energy.
Yeah.
So, Doctor, I have to ask you, looking at the show last night, from a medical perspective, how do you think Lifetime does when they put this together? Good? They show everything?
I've always enjoyed being a part of these kinds of opportunities. It's a great opportunity to get information out of people. Television is such a great medium for informing people and educating people. It's always terrific to be a part of this kind of a production.
Well, we took a visit to your house recently. We saw you all interacting with baby Vaughn. And tell me a little bit about him, Kelley. You said he's a good baby.
He is a good baby. He's squirmy, just like he is now, but that's because he's very curious. He likes to see what's going on all the time. He likes to stand up and take a better
boy,
view.
Right?
He's a boy.
Yeah,
He's just like his daddy.
He's very active.
Yeah, so he's been great. He's been nothing but a joy.
And what is your family, what they think of the show? I bet people all around the country were able to watch it, which is fun.
Absolutely. They thought it was great. My phone was just going off all night last night. I couldn't sleep. It was just wonderful to see him when he was so little and when he first came into our lives, and it's just been a blessing ever since.
And it goes fast, doesn't it?
It goes so
fast.
Everybody says that, but it's so true.
Well, Kelley, Chris, it's a pleasure to meet you. He's just beautiful.
Thank you.
It's just a pleasure to meet you as well. Welcome. Thank you. And we also want to let people know expectant parents can also log on to birthofamom.com where they can get advice on childbirth and so much more, and remind everyone as well that One Born Every Minute airs every Tuesday on Lifetime at 10, and then be sure to watch us on daytime the following day when we catch up with the new parents to ask, where are they now?